Three, two, one. How are y'all doing tonight? This is Dan with Mad Nasty Trapping. The end of the line is in sight now, boys. We are less than a week away from the NAFA fur drop-off. I am unboarding some furs tonight, and I got another dozen to flesh and board tomorrow. Then it's a wrap on the season. It's bagging and tagging at that point and getting all of these furs off to the NAFA fur drop-off point for this year's auction. So, I'm going to pull some furs off the boards tonight. It's late. I don't know how many I'm going to get pulled off of here, but whatever I don't get pulled off today, it's got to come off tomorrow. I need to free some boards up so I can do my last run of a dozen possums, get them up, and call it fleshing and boarding done for the 2017 and 2018 season. So, that's how it goes. Feel free to comment in the comment box here. I will answer any questions after I am done with this live stream. So, I'm going to get some music going for you guys. I got to get these furs off the boards.
Talking shit, won't second guess the jacket jaw. The day the world we live in, realness tends to wash wash and fade away. Why if you ain't walking shit, then I don't care for shit you say. I met the folks I idolize, and so far there's some white ass lies, just country faking good disguise. Now tell me how that tends to fly. I'm on my southern pride twang, baby, come and roll with me. Backwoods as it gets, and not the shit that you see on TV. I'm talking Chevy C10, picking up some brown rocks, 30-06 with a seat of stained wood stock. Another dirty boy singing dirty songs. We country boys doing country all wrong. Another haggard on a Johnny Cash, somebody chewing back and whipping ass. I need a preacher, I need a savior. How about y'all? Can I get a I stay coming in like a rock, so they be calling me the Scottsdale. Cornbread fed, and you know I'm raising plenty hell. I'm turned up like some honkies at a kegger party at a hotel, and I'm breaking down these barriers like drywall in these free pairs. I'm cold with my shit, boy. I'm cold with my style, boy. That backwoods, that hick town, that late night, that driving round. That George Strait Frank real loud, got lightning bugs on my windshield. That back road, no cops found, and I'm sipping on that hot brown. I wreck shit, my motto. Got rednecks by the truckload. That smell good, stay sprayed on. I hit downtown and take girls home. That bonfire, light that up. Homegrown shit, roll one. I got a gun rack in my back glass and a big gun at home. Another dirty boy singing dirty songs. We country boys doing country all wrong. Another haggard on a Johnny Cash, somebody chewing back and whipping ass. I need a preacher, I need a savior. How about y'all? Can I get a how long? I miss the old days, tall Chevrolets, high stand-up legs swinging on a tailgate. The old days when fist fights were fine, throwing hands didn't land you too much jail time. The old days when love was real and it burned in your soul like a moonshine steel. The old days, those days are gone, so I cherish the memories of the place I call home. Oh yeah. There's a bridge on River Road where I painted my name with a couple of buddies with John Deere spray paint. We used to smoke on the green after the sun hit the hay and made it home by 9. Oh, Daddy's temper would blaze. In them high school front door shit, we was straight out the back, sitting in a deer stand chewing red man up by the back. The straight pipes on the 5-7 made us feel badass. Sitting in the senior parking lot cranking up Johnny Cash. My grades, they wasn't great, but my heart is nothing but gold. Hospitality's priceless, it ain't bought, traded, or sold. So before you judge my cover, won't you dive in my soul and burn up from another life? I'm like 200 years old. I miss the old days, tall Chevrolets, high stand-up legs swinging on a tailgate. The old days when fist fights were fine, throwing hands didn't land you too much jail time. The old days when love was real and it burned in your soul like a moon.
All right, Evan's got a question. Evan Murray has got a question. Says, do you make your own boards for stretching? Because I'm thinking about going and getting some wood ones and try them. When I do all that next season, I've got 60 or so old Duke wire stretchers. Okay, boards. I'm going to keep working while I'm talking here. Boards versus wire stretchers. in my preference and whether or not I make them? Good question, bud. Wire stretchers, I've got about 9 Kuhn size wire stretchers, or Duke number 5 wires. I personally do not like wire stretchers. Wire stretchers have their benefits too. The benefit to a wire stretcher over wood is it allows airflow behind and in between the fir, as the wood boards do not. Getting the air in behind allows more airflow circulation, which dries your fur faster. So yes, you get a faster dry time on your wires. Now, my preference is to steer away from wires, because I believe that with wire stretchers, as I'm doing this, as you're using wire stretchers, you will realize, or at least I've realized, that you cannot get an accurate width on your furs. They always want to pull wide. When you pull wide on your furs on a wire stretcher, you lose length. When you lose length, you get less of a grade. When you go and use wires, it tends to be uneven on, your length versus width, and at least as far as I've done them. And on your new wire stretchers, your metal bars, they have your spike prongs on them that you hook into your furs. They tend to go and start riding up the side rails. They don't grip real good, so you got to find a way to go and get those side rail grippers. I'm sure there's a technical term for it, but like the metal spike sides, to stay down and not ride up. So yes, faster dry time, but a non-uniform sizing, if that makes sense, on the wire stretchers. As far as wood stretchers go, wood stretchers, I purchase all my wood stretchers. Can you make your own? Yes. You want to buy one, use it as a template? Great. Make your own. You better have a good lineup on some wood, because wood is not the cheapest thing in the world, and you got to get your wood cheaper than what you can do purchasing these boards. Okay? Next thing about boards is, yes, you get a uniform width. The width is always going to be the same because it doesn't change on your boards. As far as Kuhn boards go, or any species boards go, they're all going to be the same. So what's going to change is your length, the amount of length from nose to base of tail. You can go and tack them out nice and pretty straight lines right across the base of the tail right here. You can do nice straight lines on here versus your kind of chiseled out choppy factor. I'm trying to get a good visual for you guys. Your chop factor that you're going to have by having the wire stretcher pulling down on these areas right here and right there. So a little bit slower dry time on the boards, but my preference is boards. I love boards a whole lot more than I like wires. Evan Murray's got another question. He says, why do you... Oops, I'm sorry, let me scroll back up here. Why do you wait till the end of season to do this? Why not do it as you go along? Okay, so you tuned in later in the season. I only have an allotted certain amount of time each night in which to go and do my trapping hobby. Alright? I basically I work a full-time job, 9 to 5, every day, Monday through Saturday. Doesn't leave me a lot of time during the week to get out and trap. I get home around about 6:30, 7 o'clock. It gives me time to have enough time with the woman and kids and get homework done with the kids, get the kids off to bed, and then around about 10:30 at night, I'm hopping in my truck and checking the trap line. By the time I get back from the trap line, it's pushing about, 2 o'clock most nights in the morning. And then I still have to skin those down and get them in freezer bags and put in the freezer, all within the same night. My days start at about 7:30 in the morning and end at about 4:30 in the morning. It is a long, tiresome day, and I've been doing this every single day since November, December, January, February, March. So when I get back, I get them fleshed, or I get them skinned down, I get them vacuum seal packed, I get them in the freezer. On weekends, I do a little bit of catch up. I only have so many boards to get whatever I can on the boards and up on weekends in the time that I have allowed. Whatever I can't get to sits till the end of the season. That becomes carryover that I have to catch up on as soon as the season ends. It's a mad dash to the finish line, and that's what I've been doing. Evan Murray says, yeah, that makes sense. Evan Murray says, we are looking at getting a sawmill next year, so wood would be cheap. Cool, yeah, if you can build them on your own, build them on your own. Realize that your edges are rounded. You have rounded edges on your boards. They are not 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle are sharp and will cut into your hide. You don't want that. So every board, you're going to have to round your edges or use a sander and round those edges off. It's a lot of work, and honestly, these boards are not that expensive. Seriously. Especially if you buy them in quantity. You buy them in a half dozen, 2 dozen, 4 dozen, 6 dozen, 10 dozen. You buy them in quantity, the price drops. It's a whole lot easier. And, you know, if you're looking for a project to do in the spring and summertime, hey, more power to you. Rip out boards. And if you can build them, if you can rip out boards and do it cheaper than what the, than what the Northern Trapping Supply Company can and the F&T Company can, if you can do them cheaper than that, by all means, go post up an ad on the Facebook page, on the Facebook forums and shit, and say, hey, I got boards for $1 cheaper than what they are available retail, and then sell your stack of, sell stacks of boards. Use that money to go and buy yourself some traps. If you can do it on your own, more power to you. If and when you become a serious trapper, your off season, you're going to want to spend a lot of time doing stuff other than trapping. You will get fried out on this. You will enjoy it, and you will want to jump into it next season, but you will want to take a break if you do it and you take up all your time doing it. It gets to be tiresome. So, yeah, not a bad way to go, though. Consider making your boards, weigh out your options, really lay it out on paper as to your price and time that you're going to have invested into each of those boards and see if it's honestly worth it. Myself, nah. I'd rather go to flea markets and garage sales with my time picking up used traps, because used traps increase the fur count. I'll buy my boards and I'll price shop doing it. If you want to get your boards or any sporting goods products, traps, trap baits, wire stretchers, boards, fleshing beams, fleshing knives, any of these items, if you want to get them cheap, and you're a cheap guy like me, go check out YouTube channel Mad Nasty Trapping. YouTube channel Mad Nasty Trapping is my YouTube channel, and I have a video series on there called Sporting Goods Hustle. Check out the Sporting Goods Hustle. You'll be able to get these boards for at cost or less than cost if you work the system the right way. There's my tip for you. Thanks to the questions. Any more questions, post them up there. Otherwise, I'm going to get music going, and I'm going to get some of these off boards. Thank you for the questions, though. I love questions. I love giving out answers for them. Keep them coming, guys.
When I show up to a show, everybody knows I'm fucking there. the mist of the night. Put some tears on the tulips and the creation was bright. And I knew at that very moment the fight I was about to pick involved cowboy boots, guitars, and not giving a shit. So let me right to the beat of my two clicking Tony Lamas. Live in a trailer with my family and a few saved up dollars. Church. The old days, tall Chevrolet, nice stand up leg swinging on a tailgate. The old days when fist fights were fine, throwing hands didn't land you too much jail time. The old days when love was real and it burned in your soul like a moonshine steel. The old days, those days are gone, so I cherish the memories of the place I call home.
Scott Jones has a question. And I got an answer for you, Scott Jones. Scott Jones says, which came first, buddy, the chicken or the egg? In which I will answer, does it really matter which one came first? It doesn't. But what I can tell you is that Sam Woods Outdoors has cooked both. Sam Woods Outdoors. Look it up on YouTube. He has cooked both chicken and eggs in a Walmart $9.99 toaster. Ding! Ding! Chicken, eggs. In the same fucking Walmart $9.99 toaster. Sam Woods Outdoors, toaster cooking like a sumbitch. Check it out. There's your answer. There you go, Scott Jones. Oh, we got an answer for everything, y'all. And Evan, thanks for stopping by tonight. You have a great evening. Be safe, dude. And I'll catch you back tomorrow. Back to work.
Shit they're doing, the same style they're doing it, that ain't fucking legendary. Breaking off and making your own path in your own style and doing shit your way, that's fucking legendary, son. I stay in a six with the hicks and the firearms. You might come up missing from the palms on my pops. You can come and get it, son. You can come and get it, son. I stay in a six with the hicks and the firearms. You might come up missing from the palms on my pops' phone. You can come and get it, son. You can come and get it, son. Lately I've been hearing rumors of what church got his ass kicked. Well, that's funny cause I didn't feel it and I ain't seen no video yet. Sounds like somebody needs publicity. I don't let these bitch boys get to me. You know who I am? I'm Mr. Tennessee. Who the fuck are you? I forgot instant. I got a 4-speed Ford, couple bucks to my name. I don't care about money, put respect on my name. Put fire in the game while I spit blue flame. I don't care about these boys if they riding in my lane. Yeah, I'm here with a machete and ready to slit throats. Smoking dope while I'm dropping you out like my bass bone. Concrete around your feet, motherfucker. Now float. Go swim with the fish like a ring of bass pro. Back here with the sticks. Back here with the sticks. You can come and get it. Come and get it. Son, back here with the sticks. Back here with the sticks. Back here with the sticks. I stay in the sticks with the hicks and the firearms. You might come up missing from the palms on my pops' phone. You can come and get it, son. You can come and get it, son. I stay in the sticks with the hicks and the firearms. You might come up missing from the palms on my pops' phone. You can come and get it, son. You can come and get it, son. Fuck telling folks about your big truck. a Donald Trump regime. Bitch, I run you over, where's the key? I am here to stay, I will not leave. I am in a place you cannot see. Deep in Dixie Lane between the trees. Steady laughing at you wanna be. If you really wanna fuck with me, I stay in the sticks with the hicks and the firearms. You might come up missing from the house on my pops. Oh, yeah. You can come and get it, son. You can come and get it, son. Oh, yeah. I stay in the sticks with the hicks and the firearms. You might come up missing from the house on my pops' phone. You can come and get it, son. You can come and get it, son. Oh, yeah.
Coming up next is this year's Summer Anthem Radio Jam by Ryan Upchurch.
There was a time when I would drive to the county line in Daddy's truck, picking up girls with the tags expired. To a Dairy Queen day, doing under 35, jamming Big 98. With your hair in the wind, feet on the dash, a box of night crawlers and 2 poles in the back of a single cab. Just fishing for love through the radio jam. So let the radio jam. So let the radio jam. Man, we thought we was something with that new Justin Moore bumping and buzzing off of some beers. Had like 2 Bud Lights in my stomach, blowing smoke but not inhaling. We just trying to be cool, trying to impress the cheerleaders at our old high school. We was doing burnouts, getting tickets, and the cops knew our first name. Jay Morgan gave us tickets for night fishing down at Cheatham Dam. No Sans and no license, just a couple gallons of gas, and the love for summertime in that new hot track. There was a time when I would drive to the county line in Daddy's truck, picking up girls with the tags expired. To a Dairy Queen day, doing under 35, jamming Big 98. With your hair in the wind, feet on the dash, a box of night crawlers and 2 poles in the back of a single cab. Just fishing for love through the radio jam. Some people go for gold, then lose sight of the shine. And the sparkle that once was gets tarnished in mind. They forget what they was after they fall off the track. And their vision that was vivid gets lost in pitch black. Age starts to take place like a bomb that keeps ticking. And they regret not chasing after they had the ambition. The ambition fades away like a red on a rose. And the regret sucks the life from everybody, I suppose. But my rose ain't red. It won't die, but ain't fake. But when I die, I'll drown myself in these lyrics I speak. White, light. I ain't no stranger to the rain. I put the sunshine in my gray clouds. Worked hard for where I'm at, so it's easier for me to sleep now. But I don't sleep. I walk the roads from stop sign to street name. No yellow marks on these back roads, so I paint the lines to pave my way. And these frame pics on my wall for my top 10s on these music charts represent these small towns you'll never see with a big heart. And these lyrics in my songs are the warm spot like a car heart. Don't ever forget that one place that made you that person that you are. Many miles I've rode, wheels turning on that one lane. Last year's boots broken.
All right, guys. I'm calling it a wrap for tonight. I got 8 off the boards, and those ones to pull off tomorrow. I got those ones to pull off tomorrow, and I got me a nice pile. See those pile over there? I got all dozen. I got about 12 to 14 possums I got to flesh down and put on boards tomorrow. So there'll be plenty of video being ran tomorrow, live stream. But I'm calling it a wrap for tonight. Just a quick overview. I got those 8 hung up there tonight. I got another, 8 or so possums right here hanging up that I got to get off the wire stretchers tomorrow because they're all set. I got these ones hanging up behind me. These coons up here tomorrow are coming off the boards. Those are all dried and ready. Those are good to go. And then I've got this rack of possums right here. Those are ready to go. Those are already dried and on hangers, dried and on hangers. There's my coons, ready to rock. The end is in sight. I am a happy man. I will be done with this season very soon. And in the middle of the week, I will be bagging and tagging and getting ready for Thursday night to load my vehicle so that Friday morning I can roll to the fur drop-off and the much anticipated Trapper Breakfast. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful thing, and I'm going to get plenty of video footage on all of it for all of my fans, followers, and supporters. So, the way I end every night, I plug all my social media. Make sure you get a hold of me on YouTube channel, Mad Nasty Trapping. Hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell on Mad Nasty Trapping. I drop 3 to 4 videos a week on my YouTube channel. Make sure you're up to date on them. I have 60 to 70, I want to say I'm 70 plus on videos right now on that YouTube channel. A lot of instructional entertainment and really good quality stuff on there. Make sure you start at the beginning and watch them all the way through. Show your support for this guy. And always be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date. It means everything to me, guys. You can get me on this here Facebook, Dan Edwards. Facebook Messenger, Dan Edwards. Facebook Messenger. I do reply to every single message that I get. It's a great way to get a hold of me and get your questions answered. You can get a hold of me on the Twitter, Mad Nasty Trapping. The Instagram, Mad Nasty Trapping. You can get a hold of me on the Snapchat, Mad Nasty Trappin. And on the new chat app, Voxer. Voxer. Get it from your Google App Store. And once you get it downloaded, create a screen name. go on to go on to Facebook Messenger and kick me a screenshot of your screen name. I will get you added to the Voxer Trapper chat. It is an invite-only, exclusive, must be accepted into that app in our chat, our Trapper chat room. It's really good stuff, guys. It's a whole lot of fun. I hope to see you there. I hope to see you across all my social media avenues. And as always, I will come out with more and more videos for you. Stay tuned on YouTube channel Mad Nasty Trapping for the most recent videos possible, and here on Facebook for the live streams. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to all my fans, followers, and supporters for sticking with me all this time. I'm going to keep putting it out till the very last day, and I got a whole lot of new material to come in the off season. So stay tuned. I'm excited. I hope you are too. This is Dan Edwards, Mad Nasty Trapping, and you will see me sooner than you think. Boom!